Hello everybody, this is a very special me-made week. This one is different from all the others. The rest are just a general week in my life. This is a me-made week on holiday. I take you through my choices for each day and at the end a review of what I packed versus what I wore. Day one was a rest day, a pool day. So I wore the double gauze dress in the morning and I very much enjoyed wearing that, and it was the perfect throw over swimming costume outfit. That is the Saguaro 7 Sauvie Sundress. I left out the pockets and I added a frill to the bottom. Apart from that, I didn't make any other changes. Oh yes I did, I moved the dart up about 2 inches. So during the day I mostly wore my swimming costume, and then I had on a pair of double gauze shorts, they're the ones I'm wearing today, and my throw over, which I made in the pink and orange striped cotton, and that worked perfectly to throw over the top. For the evening of that day we went out to dinner and I wore my lilac polka dot Seasons of Ease dress. It was perfect, that really thin viscous fabric, and it's very floaty, so it was very cooling in the breeze, so that was a perfect, and doesn't take up a lot of room in your packing as well. And then day two, was a day trip for most of the day to Rhodes Old Town, so knew there'd be quite a lot of walking and be hot and get a bit sweaty, all those lovely realities, isn't it? So I went for my orange Arthur pants, which are by Liberated. I have significantly hacked the width of the trouser in, and I will talk about that in a separate trouser vlog that's coming, because I really like the shape, I really like the design, but they were just too big on me. Now they have very low rise in the crotch and it's designed to be that way. It's almost like midway between that and a harem pant. I think if I made them again I would raise it slightly for me, because on a hot sticky day you still then get your thighs a bit sticky, and I know that's a reality, but look, we're on a hot holiday, we've got to talk about these things. But that's okay, every now and again I just itch them up a bit just to help out a bit there. The fabric was perfect, it was like a linen cotton blend that I bought in the south, I'm so confident. And with it I wore my Scout tee top that I hacked, that I made for the Busy Bee challenge, and that had the draw, I put the drawstring at the bottom, and that was in the fabric I bought from Brighton, and I've got the matching skirt. That worked perfectly with that for a day out for an early dinner. And I wore my Saguaro pants, trousers in the Narita Hansen fabric, and I'd made a handmade Naya with the leftover fabric. There was enough to make both. It worked so well that my other half thought it was a jumpsuit, so that was a win, because you get that outfit plus 2 others combining them. This morning we went for breakfast. I actually wore a double gauze pair of Saguaro trousers, and they were in like a mint green with my lilac jersey tank, and popped over the top a vintage striped pastel t-shirt. Today we're, as I say, we're going to have a beach day, so I've got on at the moment this another jersey tank, like an aqua, and I've got these shorts on, which are a hack of the Saguaro trousers. And the reason I like the Saguaro trousers is because you've got the slant pocket and quite a high waist, which can be nice, and you've got a good light fit for me. 4. So let's start with yesterday. Apart from going out for breakfast and dinner, it was a complete by the pool day. So I was in bikini and shorts most of the day. For breakfast I threw on, I can't even remember. If there's a picture I'll put it in, but it was just one of my sort of like trouser top combinations. The wide leg trousers that I brought with me have definitely been a big plus. This morning, for example, I have on the Saguaro trousers in this Nerida Hansen patterned fabrics, like a cotton lawn or cotton poplin, and just one of the basic tanks I made. I've got a shirt on today which was from a charity shop. It's just that nice thin cotton when you want just a little something over the top. So yesterday evening we went out for dinner and I wore my cord that I made for the Busy Bee challenge, which is the orange sort of batik tie-dye pattern. There's a picture coming in here. I made that for the challenge with the dream of being able to wear it on a Mediterranean holiday, and it has worked. But the fact that the top and the skirt can be mixed and matched works perfectly, because when you put it on together it looks almost like a dress. So I definitely would say coordinating separates, big tick, rather than necessarily jumpsuit or dress, because you can get more outfits out of them. In the afternoon we sat and had a drink, so I put on my Sauvie sundress, which was the upcycle from the duvet cover, and I put a picture in here. We wandered down to the beach to get a picture. Really pleased with that one. That one was the toile, so the darts are in the wrong place, but actually it works perfectly in that fabric. And the ruffle on the bottom, I coordinated the 2 coordinating colours on the front and the back of the duvet, so if you look closer you can see that. And I also made a waist tie. It's not in the pattern, but it's just a little something when you want to pack something light. You don't necessarily want a belt, which is a bit more sort of restrictive, but you just want to create a bit of shape. I did try out putting the elastic in as per the instructions in one of my other versions. It did not work. I think the waist tie is better. And then today is going to be another pool day, but I will be going out for dinner in the evening, so I'm going to put in here a picture of what I decide to wear. I have really found that the dress combination I've had has worked spot on. The trousers I've bought worked, and I would say a plain pair of shorts, which I did and about, and if you look in the, if you haven't watched in the previous sewing version, I did think about that is a gap, a plain pair of shorts. The 2 patterned pairs have worked perfectly, but I needed a plain. The tanks are great, and I think I would make something like this in a plain fabric as well, because it's just perfect for throwing over everything. What have I not worn that I made? So far I haven't worn the cotton waffle fabric, the blue, which is the original Hovea jacket toile, but that's going to get worn at another time, so I don't feel bad. And actually you couldn't know, because if there was a stronger breeze and it was cooler in the evening, you would have wanted to wear it, or if we were sat in the aircon, but I haven't needed to. So it's not that it wasn't an appropriate outfit choice, it just wasn't needed. I'm glad I bought the white cardigan, because I've taken that out a couple of times with me. Although I've not needed it, I have taken it with me. The one thing I wish I'd packed that I didn't was a pair of pyjamas. Now, the reason I didn't is because I don't really wear pyjamas at home for the evening. I wear them during the day, but not for the evening. And I just didn't think about those times when I'd just be chilling back at the hotel room. So one of my tops has actually become like a pyjama top, so it's fine. But thinking about what I'd want for that, but I tell you what, I have worn the robe that I made, which is the upcycle from the tablecloth, so I'll put that in here. That has got worn quite a bit when we're back at the hotel room. So definitely the thing I wish I'd done was like specific pyjamas and not wearing something that I would wear during the day, because it feels, I don't know, there's something about feeling that you're not wearing something that's either going to be worn out or has been worn out in the world. I don't know, it sounds funny, doesn't it? I did end up packing the coral t-shirt that's just a ready-made t-shirt. I'm glad I did end up packing that, because actually threw it on yesterday. We went to lunch just with a pair of trousers, threw it on in the morning when I walked over to a bit of the hotel with my shorts. So I put that picture in here now. So the coral t-shirt was a good extra that I popped in the case, and it's quite sort of semi-fitted but quite a thin jersey, which is what you want. You don't want too thick a jersey, so that was the right decision, I feel. The other thing, which is not me made, that I'm really glad I bought and packed, is a pair of reading sunglasses. Now, if you are a regular viewer, you know I often have my glasses on. They're reading glasses, and I knew I wanted to be able to read whilst in the sunshine, so I just went on Amazon. I'm not a big fan of buying them, but sometimes, and I just bought some reading sunglasses. Been brilliant. There's been a really worthwhile pack. And I have my travelling outfit, which I haven't touched while we've been here, which means I can wear it on the return journey without feeling like I've worn it lots. Just thinking at this point, if there's anything else that I've either missed or didn't need. No, I think throw over shirts with short sleeves, not just ones with long sleeves, are a good idea. I'm feeling that my choices have worked pretty well. I don't think there's many things I haven't worn actually, apart from that blue waffle knit. When I pack tomorrow, if there is, I will hop on and tell you the honest truth. So for interest, we went with cases in the hold, and we had 20 kilograms. I think mine, we mixed our cases, because if then one goes missing, you don't lose everything. But it was about 13, so I was nowhere near the maximum. Oh, and I only packed one pair of evening shoes, and they rubbed me on day 3, so I ended up layering up plasters. So that would be the only thing, is perhaps either making sure, if I've worn them before, but I'm making sure they're not going to rub you, or having a backup pair, because the rest of my shoes are super casual, so I didn't really have like an in-between. But I didn't want to overpack shoes, because I know I wouldn't be wearing shoes very much, so that's an interesting reflection for the future. Who knew it'd be shoes? Well, I hope you've found the review of what I've actually worn versus the previous vlog, which is what I made, useful. If you haven't seen the previous one of what I made and how I planned it and thought it through and shot my stash, you will, I'm sure, find that really helpful. So do hop back and watch that. And do let me know which of my outfits you liked best, and also if you'd like me to do these for future. This is different from usual. Normally I do my Me Made week of just general life. This one's different, so I can do other themed ones. I can just do a work one or a casual one. Do let me know, and I will catch you again soon.